Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 14, the show, and here we go with some more Nolan Ryan road to the show. There's a lot of good things to be able to talk about here in this episode, as I kind of want you guys to know a little bit about what is going on in my life with the channel and stuff like that. So, you guys probably know my wife and I have been expecting our second child, and we know that it is a girl. So it's kind of cool. We've got a boy already in our son Hiram, and then, you know, a girl on the way too. We're going with the name Alexa. So I'm kind of excited, you know, that we'll have both a boy and a girl. So it'll be a completely different experience this time around. But it's crazy. I mean, they're going to be 2 years apart. So those of you who've been with me for a while, you guys probably remember when I was talking about, you know, my wife and I expecting Hiram. It was 2 years ago. So exciting times for my wife and I, and, you know, baby's healthy, everything like that, so no problems there at all. But I mean, yeah, I'll of course let you guys know with stuff as it comes closer. Now, as far as the channel goes, still kind of in the testing period to kind of see what's going to happen. As far as like what I can do, I mean, obviously weekends is really going to be the only time that I'll be able to play games, and also be able to post them and edit them. And it depends on the weekend. Like today, my wife's been gone most of the day doing some shopping and, you know, hanging out with some friends and stuff. So I've been able to play games, you know, edit them, and obviously now do the commentary for it. So if I have more days like this, then yeah, I mean, I can do, you know, a set of videos on the weekend. Otherwise, it'll probably be like, you know, maybe one a weekend or something. I don't know. But we'll kind of work through that. Biggest thing for me, though, right now is obviously the job. And, you know, it's crazy how many things have changed because of the job, and how many, you know, good changes that it's, you know, has come about from it. So, you know, my feeling on a lot of things has really, really changed. My last job that I had, where I was, you know, working for Verizon, I was actually really down in the dumps. And, you know, Tom, you guys know him as Tezza Dude, you know, kind of knew where I was coming from and stuff. And I really tried not to let it come onto my videos and stuff like that too. But I was really, really down in the dumps because, you know, I wasn't necessarily proud of what I was doing. You know, it was a dead-end job, a lot of problems. Management was not good. You know, another reason I didn't really want to let you guys know is I was afraid, too, if I had mentioned anything that it would be cause for me to get fired or something like that. But it was really something that was hard for me to go to work every single day, you know, and realize, you know, this is what I'm doing with my life. So I was very fortunate to be able to get this job working at the University of Nebraska, and I work IT. So I'm doing a lot with computers. So there's one specific college that I end up working for. And basically when it comes to anything related to hardware, like that's, you know, in the whole tech side of things, that is my specialty. That is what I do, which is really, really cool because it's pushing me to learn things and to go back and try and remember things that I haven't worked on in quite a long time. So I'm learning things like SCCM, Active Directory, you know, things like that, like stuff I really hadn't had that much time to be able to know. And because it's pushing me to know more and to be better, like that is huge for me. Like my boss is awesome too, because he trusts, you know, everybody in there to do their job. So I don't have somebody looking over my shoulder just being like, you know, hey, what are you doing? What are you working on? Like, yeah, we'll have a meeting once a week just to talk about what's going on, just so he can be in the know. But it's not like he's sitting there over my shoulder like, you know, when I was working at Verizon, where they would seriously just stand over my shoulder and, you know, look at what I'm doing to make sure I do my job. It's a place I feel proud to be able to work. And it's really cool just how different it is in the response I get from people. You know, so it used to be, hey, where do you work? Verizon Wireless. And it would be like, oh, well, I'm just having this problem with my phone, blah, blah, blah. And automatically they would go into something like that. Or they'd just be like, oh, okay. You know, and just not really care. People would just shrug it off. And now it's like, where do you work? University of Nebraska. Oh, that's cool. Like, what do you do? And, you know, people get pretty excited about it, which for me, that means a lot. I mean, it is a pay raise for me too, which means I get to, bring home more money and support my family a little bit better. That's been a big bonus. Obviously not the biggest thing. And then my schedule has changed a lot too. So I have a normal 8 to 5 job. I wake up at 6:30 every day, which in some cases, as you guys know, when I was working for Verizon, that was the time I would go to sleep. So my sleep schedule totally turned around back to being a normal sleep schedule. And I really can't think of a time in the last 8 years where this has been my schedule. And it's really, really cool. I mean, it's obviously more healthy for me, that I wake up in the morning, maybe grab a bagel at work or something, and then, just work throughout the day and have lunch, come home, have dinner. It's good. I am losing weight because of it, and also because I get some more time throughout the day to be able to do stuff like kayaking. So it's something I'll do 2-3 times a week. Is I'll just take the kayak that I bought this past winter, throw it in the back of our new car, and then I'll just go out to the lake and kayak for a while. So I get that. I get to spend more time with my family, which is really cool because we'll watch, my wife and I will watch a lot of movies. We'll hang out. Last night we baked a lemon meringue pie together, which probably could have turned out a little bit better. Another night I made homemade root beer. It's stuff like that I get to do with my family that I have not been able to really do at all since I've gotten married. And so this has made, not that my wife and I didn't have a good relationship. I mean, we have a great relationship. But it's just made us even closer because we get to spend more time together. And, for me, that's cool. I get to spend more time with Hiram. There were some days where I never actually really got to talk to him or anything because I would wake up, and he would be taking a nap. I'd go to work, come home, and he would be asleep for the night. That doesn't happen anymore. So all in all, I mean, it's been pretty good. Has this come, sacrificing the channel a little bit? Of course it has. And every single comment that I have read has really been positive as far as me making the choices that I have made. And that is something that, I want you guys to be proud of too, because it's really cool to see that, you people have, your head on straight too. It's not laziness. It's not that I don't care about you guys. I mean, if you were in my situation too, you would be doing the same thing. And that's something that makes me happy to know too. Because even though I don't know most of you, or don't know your situation, I mean, it's good to see that, you guys understand and, you appreciate what I'm going through and stuff. But, I really don't exaggerate, when I say this, but this is probably the happiest that I have been personally in a very, very long time. Maybe so far as to say the happiest that I've ever been. There's a lot of good things, going down the line with work that gets me excited. The frustrations that I've had with, money, my work, my family, and stuff like that is gone. And so I get to focus more on the good stuff, and that's awesome. So, I still want to do this. I do. And so, I appreciate all of you guys who have stuck with me. And what's cool for me to be able to see, and you guys have heard me say this lots of times, and this is still the case, I don't measure my success based off of subscriber count or views or anything like that. It's not the case at all. But it really has been cool to see that even after I've made the decision, there has been a growth of subscribers. So, the thing is too, is I feel like I need to, keep putting stuff out for those new subscribers and things like that who come by, because I don't want somebody to come on and be like, oh my gosh, this guy does not post at all. Why did I subscribe? And, that's not the type of reputation I want to have or anything like that. Plus, this is a lot of fun. It really is. And as I kind of mentioned in the athletics videos, in the athletics video that may be coming up next, that having been away from playing this game for a while and then coming back to it, it's a very different game. I can appreciate a lot of the more subtle things, that I almost got desensitized to, just playing the game over and over and over again. So, You know, and I have also been able to play some games too just for fun. You know, Fallout. I've been playing Empire, Total War, you know, stuff like that. So it's been pretty cool. Anyway, so Nolan Ryan right here, after giving up a hit, is going to go ahead and get pulled. And I totally agree with this decision right now to be able to pull him because, honestly, this has been a really good game for Nolan Ryan. Not allowing any runs at all. Sure, there's been a few hits, but we're looking at a 1-0 lead, and this is the time where you do want to take Nolan Ryan out, bring in a reliever, and you know, kind of go from there. So this will be nice because then I will have a 2-game winning streak if John James can hold them off and not allow any runs. So it was, you know, scoreless for a good chunk of the game, as you guys can see. But, yeah, 3 hits for him. Looking pretty good. I'm just kind of sitting here waiting to see what happens. So, that's it. 1-0 game. I think it was a home run, too, that we got. So, we better be happy with that performance here from Nolan Ryan. But seriously, thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. More of this to come later on, so make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thanks again for watching. And as always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.